The Giants are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock. The Panthers are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Packers are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. I see both teams filling out cards. You know what that means? We've got a trade. The Browns are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Steelers are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Patriots are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Titans are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Buccaneers are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Bills are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Lions are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Redskins are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. Well, if you're wondering what the delay is, I think we've got a trade coming here. The Giants are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Redskins are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Saints are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Raiders are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Chiefs are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock. The Cardinals are now on the clock.
Let's go, let's go. On the hop, fellas, on the hop. Who wants it? Let's see some hustle out there today. Got a big game.
Okay, ready? Set, go! Ready! 60, ready, go! On the double. Go! Ready! Ready, ready! Set, hut! 30 base, let's go! Hut, go! On the set! Ready, go! Let's go, let's go, let's set, go! Here we go! Hut, hut! Here we go, here we go! Ready, ready! Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now! Hut, hut! Come on, set, hut! Here we go! 10, hut, hut! Set, ready, set, go! Ready, set, ready, go! Down, 9, go! Ready, ready, 8, ready, ready! Set, 10, hut, go! Okay, break, ready, go! Ready, set, go! Set,
All right, this is for all the marbles. This is for gold.
Hey, big fella, swing over here. Let's talk. We've been talking about you getting better every week. You know what? Today you got better. Keep it up.
Ready, ready! Here we go, set! 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Hut, hut! Ready, ready, ready! Set, hut! Here we go, here we go! 50, plant! Hut, hut! Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now! 70 Indy. Set, go! Ready, break! Ready, 60 Pittsburgh. Go. Here we go. 30 base. Let's go. Ready. Ready. Set. Ready. 18 Gator. Hut. Go. Down. 10 Lobo. Ready. Go. Ready, ready, 90, Wolf, set, go! Set, 8, Reed. Hut, hut. Jackrabbit, Jackrabbit. Ready, 10 Tucson. Ready, ready. Ready up. Hut, hut. Set hut. 60 outlaw. Set hut. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 60 orange. Hut, hut. On the ball. Got it. Set, go. On the ready. Ready, go. Here we go. Set. 15 lining, 15. Go. Ready. 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 Here we go. Here we go. 50. Flip. Hut. Go. Okay, ready? Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now. 70 Indy. Ready, go! On the double. Set, go! Cheetah, cheetah. Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Hut, hut. Here we go. 30 base. Let's go. Ready. Ready.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Giants. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
He'll drop to throw. They're able to locate Wilson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now back to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Sanders' kick is good. So it'll remain to be seen how many drives this unit gets in, this being the preseason. But here they start with 3 points.
Yeah, I don't know that we'll actually see them anymore. They got 3 points on the board, 1 drive here in preseason. In this game, baseball caps, NFL approved, of course, for everyone.
Set, ready. 18 Gator. And we got to get to the ball, T. We got to get to the ball.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Ready.
Here we go. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Go. Hey. 4 down.
Set. Go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. And they give this time to the tailback. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Now he's forced out left. Now he'll pull it down. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Watch. Check. Lucky. Let's go.
2nd and 5. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
53's the mic. 53's the mic.
Ready. Go.
He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On the delay, here's Breida. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Freeman again, a first down carry. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Morris now to throw on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Jones now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd down, Jones. He's got his man on the crossing route. 9 yards that time.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll give it here to his running back. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Point after here coming up. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. On 2nd down now, it's Freeman, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Go. Ready?
Morris on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Now a handoff here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Watch out for Hill on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday I'll press it a little bit. This might be the case.
This quarterback now just 2 out of 6 since coming on, but he's got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Morris. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff. Try to impress your locker room. And most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. Well, now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about it in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. He's got it with the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Gonna look deep for Wilson. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 50 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Second down and inches. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete. They'll set up to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now Morris on 1st down. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick-6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Point after try forthcoming. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's 2nd and 8. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Back to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Dolphins will start their drive at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game. But this player, disruptive in all phases. Whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And his kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Morris. Going to throw again. He completes it to Wilson. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They run the counter. Freeman. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Freeman again. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw. Morris. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Come on, oh, come on, oh.
2nd and 4. His throw incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzama, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie! Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Come off the ball, come on. Mike, let's go.
To throw is Morris. Operating from the gun. And Wilson has it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Morris now to throw on 2nd down. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
Ready? 10-2, sir. Mike.
Watch the pass! Watch the pass! Here we go! Here we go!
Look at me, zipper.
More! Check!
Now.
Again, it'll be Freeman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Morris from the gun, he'll throw. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey. You got motion. Back up. 53's the mic. 53 Griffin.
Now Morris throwing on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw here, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
60 Pittsburgh. Rapid.
Here's Morris on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now it's Freeman. Oh, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Yep. Mike 20.
On 4th down, Morris. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now, let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. always take the football.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Giants on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Dixon. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught by Smith. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, set. 20, Mike, 20. Here we go. Field left. Quick talk. 5.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his... And got his man complete. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So take away the touchdown. It's kind of been one of those games for these guys.
I think it's safe to say that type of a play just added to their misery, right?
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Morris. Throwing again. And he comes back with one complete.
Ready.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Morris now operating from the gun. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm going to run you over. Hit it.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. A loss of 1. It's now
Let's go.
3rd
60 out ball.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Bring your lunch pails, fellas. I need to see that workman attitude today. We got to get better today. What I want to know is, who's ready to get better? I'm ready to work today. You ready to work? You ready to work? All right, then let's see it. Let's get out there and do it.
Here we go, here we go. 50, plant. Hut, hut. Let's go now, let's go. Ready, ready. Come on, set. 70 Indy. Hot, hot. Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Set, hut. Set, ready. Hut, hut. Ready, set. Set, go. Okay, break. Ready, go. Ready, ready, ready. Go. Down. 18 Gator. Ready, ready. Ready, ready. 10 Lobo. Hut, go. Set. 9. Ready, go. Ready, set, go. Ready, break. Hut, hut. Set, hut. 10 Tucson. Ready, ready. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 60 Outlaw. Hut, hut. Here we go. Set. 60 Orange. Set, hut. Ready up. Hut, hut.
All right, this is it. The gold standard. We are going for gold.
Hey, man, listen. Great job today. It was a step in the right direction for you and this team. And as long as you keep moving in the right direction, we're going to be just fine.
Let's go now, let's go now, let's go. Go. Come on, set. 50, plant. Ready, ready. Here we go. 70, hut, go. Set, ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Ready, go. Down. 30 base, let's go. Set, go. Ready, ready. 18. Hut, hut. On the ready. Ready, ready. Set. 10. Hut, hut. Ready. 90. Wolf. Set. Hut. Set, hut. 8. Reed. Hut, hut. Let's go, let's go, let's set, go. Here we go. Set, ready, go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go now. Let's go now. Let's ready. Ready. Hut, go! Come on, set! 10-2, so ready, go! Here we go! Set, go! Okay,
All right,
ready?
strap them up. Pull up your big boy britches. This is for gold.
Hey, man, listen. Great job today. It was a step in the right direction for you and this team. And as long as you keep moving in the right direction, we're going to be just fine.
Outlaw. Ready, ready! Down! 60, orange. Hut, hut! On the double. Set, hut! Ready, ready! 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Hut, hut! Set, 50, plant. Set, go! Ready! 70 Indy. Ready, go! Set, hut! 60 Pittsburgh. Hut, go! Let's go, let's go, let's go! 30 ready, ready! Here we go, set, 18 Gator. Hut, go! Here we go, here we go! 10 Lobo, ready, go! Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now! 9, set, go! Ready! Hut, hut! Come on, set! 8, read! Ready, ready! On the set! Hut, hut! Here we go! 10 Tucson. Set, hut! Set, ready! 60 outlaw. Hut, hut! Down! 60 orange. Set, go! Ready, set! Ready, go! Okay, break! Go! Ready, ready! 15 Lonnie, 15 line. Ready, ready! Ready, ready, ready!